What up, Keyforge? I'm Zoc, and tonight we're doing something a little bit different. No games tonight. We are going to be just messing around with some tools to see what would be a nice, easy, low effort tool to emulate the Keyforge plane area if we want to show like a game state or something like that. So there's a couple tools that we're going to be testing out. And yeah, should be interesting. We're just gonna kind of explore them together. What's up, Quick Draw? So I just, while the intro song was going, I just made myself an old-fashioned, and normally I just do pretty simple Maker's Mark, simple syrup, healthy dose of Angostura bitters, sometimes a small dash of orange bitters, which I also did tonight. Couple maraschino cherries or bada bing cherries or something like that. I did maraschino tonight. That's what I had easily available. However, the thing that I did a little bit different tonight is I added, along with the Maker's Mark, a little dash, uh, just us, a little bit more than a splash of a smoky whiskey. It's a local whiskey. It's called Whiskey Del Bac, and it's the Dorado version, which is a mesquite smoked whiskey. So it adds this nice little smoke flavor to the old fashioned, which is really good. So that's what I'm drinking tonight. So cheers. What's up, Quick Draw? What's up, Murph? Okay, so let's get into it. We are going to test out a couple tools. Let me change over to. We're going to be testing out a couple. They're called like online whiteboarding tools, and we're going to be testing out Miro, and we're going to be testing out Lucid Spark. And both of these you can sign up for free. Skull mesquite flavor, like they make that of mosquitoes, right? Yes, it's mosquitoes. It's ground up mosquitoes. They even have blood of animals in them. Extra protein. Mesquite is a tree. Mesquite tree is native in this area, and they actually have seed pods that they grow on them, and you can make mesquite flour and make stuff out of the mesquite flour. But yeah, this is a mesquite wood that's used for the smokiness. Skull. Now, what I don't have, I know they also have those pretty cool tools where you can like burn a couple of chips and create like the smoke and have it encased in your drink. I don't have one of those kits. They're pretty affordable now. But those kits are pretty cool. I've had like drinks with like the smoke on top. They're pretty good. Um, so maybe I'll get one of those kits sometime, but it's mosquitoes and it's so good. Oh my goodness. This one I had blood of lion mosquitoes. Murph, I think, you know, lion is kind of like a pretty intense flavor. You can also get like the elephant mosquitoes. That's a little bit different. There's also the cow mosquitoes. That's not as good as the lion, but depends on your preference. Mezcal. Okay, yes. So actually, the reason I made these is because I actually had an old fashioned very recently where they added a little bit of mezcal to it, and it was so good. And I didn't have any mezcal on hand, but I was like, hey, I have this really nice smoke whiskey, and it's good. So good call, quick draw. You're on top of it. Smokestacks. Okay, yeah, they're very good. They're very good. Feel like a wizard for sure, for sure. I mean, you're a wizard. You're a wizard, Murph. I just straight up replace risky with mezcal sometimes and experiment with stuff. Heck yeah, that's the way to do it. Anyway, let's bring back Zocktails. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Um, we need a Keyforge cocktail discovery stream. Maybe sometime I need to set up my stream. I don't actually have a great place, like a bar, dedicated bar. I'd have to do some work to set up like a nice stream where we could like set up um, a lab, a lab of liqueurs and try and create some cool stuff like what Merkins is drinking. It's like bright pink though. I don't have any liqueur like right now that would do that, but there's stuff out there. Anyway, good ideas, guys. Good ideas. Um, yeah. Just as a little bit of a teaser, I actually, even though I haven't streamed any games for a while, I do have a game tomorrow for the Keyforge Team League against. No, sorry, that's Sunday. The game tomorrow is for the NKFL versus Ashitaka. So that's going to be about 1:15 Pacific time p.m. tomorrow afternoon, 4:15 Eastern. So that should be fun. And then I got confused because I just played Ashitaka in the Keyforge Team League. But then on Sunday, I do have a Keyforge Team League match versus Not Tonight. And we'll be playing Adaptive Best of 3. So some fun streams. And that will also be roughly 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Okay, so what are we trying to do here? We want to have a cool game for Keyforge game state. So I thought, okay, how do we want to do this? JT Russell actually had shared with some of the content creators a nice set of card images. So we have that. But I was like, hey, we need like a playmat. Now, obviously, if you want to do this yourself, you can do your own playmats. But I got images for. Let's see. I think I can just drag and drop it here, actually. Let me try that. I got images for like the 2-player mats. Let me try it without my AI version. Oh, that's the weird skewed version. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so let's see how this does here. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Let's move this like this. So this is Miro, and it's like this digital whiteboard software. And I'm gonna make a frame here, which is the Keyforge game state. And then once I start working on it, I think I can make some other frames for each player's creature areas and artifact areas and things like that. But we'll start with this as our base. And then let's just start throwing some cards on here. You know, my idea though is actually creating a bunch of frames and having this set up. If you can attach like a Google Drive to Miro or a OneDrive to Lucid Spark and just import images from it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to upload from Google Drive. I already went through and I put all the card images on there. So we're going to say we have a nice Mars board in Grim Reminders. We have a doctor. We have a doctor, Dr. X, Selexofrix. Let's see, doctor. Oh, wait, does this not show it in alphabetical order? Dark. What the heck? Last modified. No, name. There we go. Oh, even though it was right there. Oh, well. Okay. Drummer, Dr. X. Let's see, do we have the right Okay, that's a little bit small, but let's get a better line going here. So I want to have it so when I import an image, it just automatically is the right size. And this is not. This is going to be a little bit small, I think. Just barely though, because it's almost the size of this. Let's do a little bit of playing around here. Shrink this down a little bit. And then after we shrink it down, we can just zoom in with Miro, so it'll still look good to us and full size to us. Okay, and then let's shrink our frame to match it. And then let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so now the card image is about the perfect size of these. And now, so let's say we have like a board of creatures here. Let's see, our keys are here, board of creatures here, another board of creatures here. Well, we can test that and see how it looks. It is a little bit small. Like it'd be hard to read, I think. Maybe we don't need to read it, but if our creatures go here, our artifacts go here, they can be bigger. Here, let's add a little bit of a couple more frames actually. So we'll do a frame. And we're gonna do like a player 1 frame and a player 2 frame. Okay, and it automatically, so this would be player 1. So that's like half the board. And we'll name that player 1. Okay, cool. Let's see, how do I select the frames here? Player 1. Automatically zooms in. How the heck do I select the frame again? Well, I don't really need to. We'll just create another one. Okay, and the reason I want to do this is so that I can check the sizing, checking to see, oh crap, I don't know which is halfway here. I think it was right here. Huh. Okay, let's do this. We will select all this, move it. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a little bit over 6. So this frame here is right. I think it's right. It'd be right under that. Actually, it should be just a little bit higher, I think. No, that's right. That's perfect. Okay, and this would be layer 2. Okay. So if those are half of the size here, let's see. It's hard to get the exact right size. It's either too big or too small. Let's see if we can go full screen here. Yeah, there we go. Full screen is nice. Okay. So this is like the halfway point here. So we have a line of creatures here. So yeah, we definitely want this to be bigger. So that means we're going to have to shrink the mat so that the default size that we upload our pictures will be nice. So let's shrink this down some more. It'll be bigger than those. That's okay. Here, I need another card just so that I can pretend that there's two battle lines. Let's actually get a bunch of stuff. So we're going to be playing AOA versus Grim Reminders here. So from Google Drive, let's see. From AOA, we're going to have a deck with logos. Archimedes. We're going to look for Archimedes here. There we go. Okay, so Archimedes is there. Dr. X here. And then let's pretend we also have some artifacts out. For the AOA deck, we can pretend that we have a life ward out. The life ward will go up here somewhere. And then for the other Grim Reminders deck, we will say we have a near future lens out. Okay, so we still have lots of space here. So we need to shrink this down even more, I think, so that okay, let's try that. Still plenty of space, I think. Okay, now we're getting about where we want it. So let's resize all of our frames. Let's hang that frame out here. Hang that frame out here because we want the master frame like that. Ideas for playmat designs. Ooh, I like it. What's up, Odd Monster? How are you doing? We're just playing around with Miro right now for a game state tool. Oh, so this is cool. We had put these in our player one section, so they automatically come with it. Okay, and I think that's the halfway of our place state, our entire place state. So that's perfect right there. And then we need to put our player two place state up here like this. Okay, perfect. So artifacts will go down here. So ideally, I have some play state set up so you have the creatures area, the artifact area, and you can just put put cards in those areas. But let's make sure, and let's zoom in a little bit more now that we've kind of made that look a little bit better. So yeah, that's a little bit more readable. I like that. It's not perfect, but I think it'll do. So we can have like one battle line like this. We're gonna need to make a whole bunch of these to make sure we're pretty good with placement. Well, that's pretty good. Let's make a couple frames for the creature area. So, frame for player one, it'll be like that. So this is creature area for player 1. Cool. And now we can just center this in here. Perfect. And then we'll also create let's get up this to the center line. Here, let's do it too much for starters. Okay, and the bars on the left means it's the same height as the player space up above. So that's great. So we'll call this a player 2 or creature area for player 2. It'd be nice if there was a custom place that you could put the name of these frames, but that's all right. Okay, cool. So now we have that. We can add a couple places for the artifacts. So I should be able to save this as a template, kinda. I think every person who uses it will have to probably add their own kind of Google Drive or something with card images, but hopefully it still will be useful. Let's create a frame here for the artifacts. Let's make it like the same height as the creature one. Which was that height. And then if we connect it to the top of the creatures here, and it'll probably just go over to right next to the Archon pile here. Okay, so then our artifacts can hang out down here. Perfect. Let's name that frame artifacts for player 2. Let's see, is it possible to copy these frames? Control C, Control V. Hey, sweet. So we'll just put this up here. Let's see where that would be connected there with the creature place. Okay. We want to call this artifacts for player 1. We want to get rid of that. Center this in there. Okay. Okay, cool. So we have the creature line frames, we have the artifact frames. So what else would you use this for beside puzzles? It's a good question. I don't know. You know, if you want to explain a game state to somebody, maybe. I don't know. I do think that hopefully what I'm imagining that JT wants to work on is something that is a little bit more dynamic in the sense that it can generate stuff on the fly. Either that or you can keep a game state. I mean, another way that you could use this is if you're like more or less playing remotely against somebody, like a play by email thing, or the equivalent. So you can keep track of the game state and then change it over time. hopefully, I mean, nothing like this since it's kind of like an online whiteboard. I don't know. There are a lot of things that you can connect to this. So there's like a whole bunch of applications and stuff you can connect. Um, I'll have to look and see, like, would it be possible to run a Python script or something to populate this automatically with the board state? Because if so, you might even be able to have like a interesting way to view either a log or like some capture of a game over time if you know the state of each round kind of. Um, I don't know all the capabilities of these though. So I don't know. Code block. What's a code block? I think that's just like a visual code block. Yeah, that's just like write a code block and it will um, probably format it really nicely. Delete! Get out of here! Okay, so that's not helpful. But I do believe there's ways that you can automatically update it. I definitely have to look into some of that. Not that I have a ton of time, but the old Crucible tracker was awesome. It did show the game state. Now it had more information than just a log. So what was so cool about the Crucible tracker was it would not only show you the game state, but it would also show you what you had in your hand. Um, it was awesome. You could really go through it turn by turn and be like, okay, yeah, what decision would you make with this turn based off your hands and archive and board state? You can't do that with just a log because it doesn't know what's in your hand or your archive, and even it doesn't know the board state either. It knows when you play stuff. Sometimes it'll know if you destroy stuff, but there are certain cards that it doesn't say what you destroy. So the log is not a great way um, to capture some of that. The reason why the Crucible tracker was so good is it had it was an extension that knew what your hand and archive was because it was viewing the information as you were playing the game. You had to have it up and running while you were playing the game for it to capture that data. Um, but yeah, it was awesome. So let's see. Is there anything else that we care about? I mean, we could even import some keys. I don't even want to mess, I think, right now with a discard pile, archive, draw, any of that, but having keys in Ember, I think would be interesting. Let's see. Do I have a picture of keys somewhere? Let me take a look-see. I'm sure I have a yellow key. Hmm. Now the question is, where did I put it? Where did I put it? And I thought somewhere I made more than just a yellow key, but I know I have the yellow key. Where did I put all that stuff? Okay, Keyforge. That's a GIF though. All right, let's just let's go see what the internet's got. What do we got? Oh, this is a pretty good one here. Whoa, privacy. Okay, yep, houses, keys. Okay, okay. Yeah, let's copy this image. I will load it up in Photoshop and make it real nice for us. Let's see. I don't have. Let me see. Let me load up Photoshop here. And then let me show you my Photoshop. We'll do it on the fly. Oh, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I think that's good. We will just put it here, kind of like that. Wait, that's not even the right image. What is it showing me? Or what is it showing you guys? That's not even the right image here. What the heck? Hmm. That's funny because what I'm seeing in Photoshop is totally different than that. It doesn't update, does it? Oh, dang. What if I did like a new file? Well, that doesn't show anything, does it? Alright, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Alright, well, you just have to look at this while I play with my file. So we need a forge key and an unforge key. We will take this and let's see, we'll crop it. We need to add a new layer here. We need to select all the background and get rid of that. Okay, perfect. And actually, let's crop it a little bit better. Let's select that, invert the selection, boom, and then crop to selection. Okay, and then we can save that as a PNG. So that it's nice and transparent. Yellow key. Okay, and then let's pull it into here. No, come on. What the heck is going on here? I killed Explorer. Okay. We will wait a second. Okay, there we go. Throw that up here. Perfect. So we got our yellow key down here. And let's see if we can easily make a couple of the backs of keys. I can easily make a yellow one. Somewhat easily. Inverse crop. What did I just say? Inverse selection is what I meant to say. Okay, export that. So now we have the back of a yellow key. So we can pull that in here. We'll throw that up here. How tricky can I be with changing the hue of this? I don't think it'll work. Adjustments, hue. It kind of works. It kind of works. Okay, so we need a blue one. That's all right. It's not perfect, but it'll do. So we'll get the blue one out here. And then we also, can we also get a red one? Let's see, edit, hue. Yeah, we can do a red. Oh yeah, we're even gonna saturate that a little bit. That's good enough. No, that's a little bit too much. No saturation. No saturation. All right, thank you, Photoshop. Let's pull those two in as well. Blue key back and red key back. Boom. Okay, so yeah, let's make a couple copies of those. We're going to need 2 of them. Okay, we will make this the same size as that here. Same with the blue. Actually, I should copy them again once they're the same, the right size. Okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, let's copy these and put them up over here. We can just make this yellow the same size here. Perfect. All right, we got keys. So then we just need some ember. Ember. I should have kept that same web page. Let's go back to that web page. There's some ember. Can we steal that? Yeah, let's steal some of this ember here, huh? Let's open that up. Okay, let's see. There weren't any better pictures of ember, was there? Nope. Let's do a quick search just to make sure. Ember token. All right, so there's that one and these ones. Yeah, I guess we'll just use this one. And of course I closed Photoshop because I forgot we needed Ember. All right, let me clean up this ember really quick. Whoa, that's wacky. This is not as nice to clean up. Okay, that's all right though. That's pretty good. We gotta delete that. Select, invert, crop, export. Okay, and let's pull in the ember here. Perfect. We got ember. Now, one thing I didn't take into account right now, if we do put it above here, I call this like the TTR example, and actually it's my favorite way to put ember is to put it above the keys in rows of 6. If we do that, it does interfere with our battle line. So we could either try and shrink our battle line, shrink our ember, or we could try and put it somewhere else. Let's just put it up here for now. We'll just say we have 2 ember, and up here we'll put like 6 embers or 5 ember or something like that. To the left of the keys above the deck and discard is probably okay. Yeah, I agree. That might be a good place for it. There is a pretty good space there, actually. We can move it there. Whoa, don't do that. Zoop. Okay. These over here. Yeah, I don't not quite fit 6. I guess if we jam them in there, we could fit 6. Let's see, where does our frame for artifacts ends like right here. So it's right on the border of this right now. Okay, so let's put that like a little bit of space. We can jam these together a little bit more actually. So then we could fit 6 in here. Let's try it. Yeah, it's jammed together, but it'd work. 6 there. Yeah, okay. That would work. Let's do that. And do the same down here. Let's jam these together. Whoa, I did not mean to make an arrow. Why does escape not work there? Oh, I selected that instead. Okay, so put those like there. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So now we kind of have a usable game state. We can, with our connected Google Drive, input any other images. We can, hey, our Dr. X needs a zip here. Should be exactly the right size now. Boom, we got a zip. And so now it's fairly easy. Once we have the setup, boom, place whatever cards we need, we can have a example game state area. Maybe it makes sense then to have like a frame over here on the side that has a whole bunch of components such as forged and unforged keys and damage, ward, power, etc. So we can create like a frame over here that's just kind of like tokens. So we can put some tokens here. Put the keys, oh whoops, keys there. Copy too much, that's all right. We'll have to get forge keys for the other colors later. Let's see, we'll need some damage pips. Okay, here's some damage tokens. We'll need some stun pips, some power, some ward, some enrage. And then we can make a nice little toolkit. Okay. Delete that. Yeah, we're gonna want to do that, aren't we? Okay, we got the one. Invert. Crop. Export. Then we need the 3. Export the damage pip 3. Okay, and then finally the 5. Crop. Gotta delete that. Select that. Inverse. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? You're not working. I'm not cooking. Whoa, whoa. What the heck? Okay, we'll do that then. Image crop. Alright, let's bring in our damage pips here. Cool. And we can just add one to like Dr. Zip there. Kind of small actually. We need to make those a little bit bigger, I think. Alright, get rid of them. That doesn't seem quite. I guess it is. It's just a little bit odd. Alright, we got our damage pips. Let's see, what else we need? We need... What happens if I make 30 ember in a turn? You copy and paste. That's what you do. Or you do X30. You can figure it out, man. Let's see. We need some ward tokens. The broken token. Well, there's like the cardboard version. Dang, we might need to go to like the PDF or something for a good version. Let's see. Let's go. Master Rulebook. And it's an old one, but it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, we need all this stuff. This is all we need. Like, we need generic counters. Actually, we do. So, can we easily get an image of this? I don't have a cool PDF thing to capture this, but I do have screen capture. So, we need power, stun, enrage, generic, and ward. We'll copy all that. We'll bring it over here. Okay. Man, we're gonna need like 5 of these? Yeah, 5 of these. Let's get rid of all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We'll start with stun, or power, I mean. Crop that. Oh, I should have done that. That's alright. What? Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's our tolerance here? 25. Let's go down to 10. That will probably work. Yeah, that'll work. Image. Select inverse, crop, export. And everybody's going to have to deal with +1 power counters. There's no +3 or +5 here. So, I forget the name of that new Mars creature that can get 1,000,000 power counters on it, but have fun. Okay, let's pull that one in. We're going to need to change the background on our let's see, style, fill color, there we go. Background on this, is that better? I think it's better. Let's try a gray, just maybe gray is the best, I don't know. Okay, yeah, +1 counter, perfect. Those are good. Okay. They don't exist. Then we need a stun counter. Crop. Add a new layer. Move the layer. Select the right layer. Select the background. Delete it. Inverse that. Crop that. Export that. And we have a stun counter. Okay, then what's up next? We have enrage. Crop that, create a new layer, move it, select the background, delete it, inverse selection, crop, export. Stun counter. Alright, what's next? Oh wait, that was enrage counter. Did it not ask me if I wanted to overwrite it? Why did it not do that? This is not a stun counter, this is enrage. Token. Okay, what is next? Generic. Generic counter. Oh, the generic counter has a much bigger shadow. You can tell it's new. Now we need a higher tolerance. Perfect. And inverse, crop, generic. And finally, we need a ward counter. Okay. Crop that. Delete, inverse, crop again, and export the ward token. All right, let's pull these all in. We have ward, generic, stun, and rage. Beautiful. And we'll put generic at the top. All right, our toolkit is coming together. Getting all our tokens out there. None of them in the quantity that you need, probably. Doom counter. Why are you being difficult? Okay. Righty. We have damage, ember, keys. I guess we need a few more keys here. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do that real quick. They're gonna be not great. I'm telling you that right now. That's not the right folder. Yellow key. Okay. So first we have to select all this. Oh man, this is not cool. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain. Okay, I gotta be smart in how I don't have to do that twice. Oh, All right, so I'm going to work on creating a blue and red key, which is going to take a little while. So I'm doing it a stupid way, which is using the yellow key. And masking out the ember pieces. And then I'm going to change the hue of the actual key part. Let's see, and then what else? What else would we need for a toolkit? So weird that I wasn't able to, or that when I shared Photoshop, it wouldn't update the selection of the screen where the workspace was. Okay, does that work for, I think it does. So let's copy this, save those. They're not perfect. Oh, actually we can just do that. That's smart. Perfect. Okay, so now we can do some hue changing on this layer. Let's make this key red. Never mind. We're going blue. Yeah, looks great. Good enough at least. File. Oh, I gotta export. I gotta do that. It looks a little funny, but that's alright. And then let's make it red. Okay. Sweet, that didn't take that long. Let me pull them in. Oh, user error. There we go. Okay. Blue key. Shrink that down. Okay. Line it up there, I guess. And red key. All right, perfect. We got keys. We got tokens. With our attached Google Drive, we have all the creatures, artifacts, anything else we might need. Upgrades here will be a problem, but we can move stuff down if we need to. Yeah, looking pretty good. Okay. I was thinking of doing the same thing in Lucid Spark, but I don't think I need to. So let's see. The only difference in this is let's kind of start to do it. Let's pull in a playmat. Oh, excuse me. Sheesh. Oh, wow. Okay, so this was a default size image here that I pulled in. So we need this. Let's move it back. Arrange, send it back. Okay. We need this to be a little bit smaller, or bigger, I mean, relative to the card. It's roughly about that size. Wow, they go big jumps in zooming. So let's see. How does this look when you import? So this one imports from OneDrive, which I already connected here. Oh, that's funny. It doesn't show the pop-up. We will put in a sensor Philo Evil Twin. Whoa, I didn't want to move that. Okay, yep, that's about the same size. Oh, we are way off on our sizing here. Um, so let's see. Is there any benefit to this over the other? Guess I'm not familiar enough. Seems like it's got all the same tools, data panel, visual activities, generate diagram, integrations. Visualize and experiment with a large language model prompts and responses as a flowchart within Lucid. Huh. Automatically visualize your AWS cloud infrastructure in minutes. What do you mean? Automatic? What Google collections are there? Data collectors. Kind of what the ideal state would be is if you could connect it to a data source and have it automatically updated. Oh, okay. So a lot of these are around importing cards from like an agile team or something like that. I wonder if you could set up a structure where the tasks that you're importing from an agile team are actually like Keyforge cards, and if you could set it up so that it like imports those. I don't know. Import Jira issues. I think the main problem here is being able to automatically show like images of creatures and cards based off of a data set. I think that'll probably be the problem with both of these solutions. So I think they're good for a whiteboard type thing. Oh, Yeah, Bitta. And you, Rockstalker. Or Donka, I guess. Um, so let me see if I can like save this, export this board, save as image, save as PDF, save board as template. Export to spreadsheet, embed it, save to Google Drive, share as presentation. Okay. Yeah, so let's save this as a template. Actually, let's add like a +1 power counter on Archimedes for some reason. We can add an rage power counter on Dr. X and a stun counter also on Archimedes. Okay. What else can we do here? Change the background color? Yeah. I'm not sure if that matters really. Okay, let's save it as a template. Create your own custom templates. Create and share templates tailored to your team's unique needs and preferences and provide a standardized starting point. Sure. Oh, I'm not paying for this. What? You have to upgrade? You have to upgrade to make a template? Well, the good news is I can share this and then... Okay, so a template won't work, but that's okay because here's what you can do. I think I can share a link to this. How do you share it? Oh yeah, share. Anyone with this link can join your team and access all your boards. I don't really want them to join my team. Anyone with a link can view. All right, so yeah, now anybody with a link can view it. I can copy the board link, I can share it. And then what you can do is if you have that, so I'm going to test this really quick in a different browser, which I won't share. Well, let me see. Let me see if I can share it here. We got this Photoshop one that didn't work anyone. MS Edge, Microsoft Edge. No. Microsoft Edge Miro. Why isn't it showing me? Okay. So I just opened this up in another web browser. I'm not even logged in here, so it's asking me to sign up for free. But, so I can view it and I can make a copy. So this will allow you to then make a copy. If you go to board, make a copy and put it on your own space and then make your own. Okay, so that's perfect. Awesome. All right, so let's go back here. All right, so we made at least a really quick and dirty Keyforge play area playground with kind of all the tools so you can set up your own game state if you want to show it to somebody, if you're playing a play by email game or whatever. I don't know. All right, quick draw. Yeah, have a good night. Have a great weekend. You rock. I think, yeah, I just want to mess around with this. I think that's about time for a stream anyway. And, oh, wait. wait. I think it's actually time to open a Grim Reminder's deck. That's what it's time to do. And then we'll close it out. So I will share the link to this Miro board so that you can copy it and do whatever you want with it. I will share it on the Discords and yeah. I guess I should share it on Reddit or something too, but I probably won't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So our Grim Reminder's deck is Cavalier, Petronia, Samgaspian, Brobnar, Untamed Geistoid. And we have a nice little blue Archon that's got funny feet. It's kind of got like crab legs for one arm. And this guy's pretty weird. All right, so we are going to start with this house, whatever it is. We're going to shuffle up. Let's see, are the houses in alphabetical order? Because if so, then this would be Brobnar. It is, and we start with Memorialize the Fallen. Each player loses Ember equal to the number of creatures in their discard pile. The vow has been honored. Such a good card. Next up, we have Ornar Skullface, Assault 3, Scrap, deal 3 damage to a creature. Look at all the space. Why isn't there any flavor there? Come on. He's got a name Skullface. Give me some flavor. Next up, we have Blunderbore. After fight, if you are haunted, your opponent loses 2 Ember. Otherwise, your opponent loses 1 Ember. Bet you saw that coming. Next up, we have Forge Master Og. After a player forges a key, they lose all of their remaining Ember. Next up, we have Lash Out. If you are haunted, deal 3 damage to a creature with 3 damage splash. Otherwise, deal 3 damage to a creature. All right. We have a Recklessness. Enhances a damage and a discard. Each player discards 3 random cards from their hand, then draws 3 cards. Shiny. So good. Next up, we have Soul Bomb. Enhance with a damage pip. Omni. If you are haunted, deal 4 damage to each creature. Destroy Soul Bomb. I obviously can't count because I included a Geistoid card in here. Next up, we have Down the Size. Choose an enemy creature. Until the end of the turn, that creature is considered to have 1 power and 0 armor. We have Raider of the Peaks. At the end of the turn, the player who controls the most powerful creature discards a top card of their deck. We have another Down the Size. We have a Smith with a discard pip. Gain 2 Ember if you control more creatures than your opponent. And we have another Down to Size. 3 Down to Sizes. We do have 1 damage pip on the Soul Bomb, and we do have the Lash Out, so a little bit of synergy with the Down to Sizes, but actually we only have 4 creatures in here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get Smith off that much. Unless we really have a lot in the other houses. The Ember Control was kind of funny too, with both Forge Master Og and Memorialize the Fallen and Blunderboy. All right, next up we have Geistoid, and we start with Be Our Geist. Play, choose a creature in any haunted player's discard pile. Play that creature as if it were in your hand. Then we have Mamet. Play destroyed, archive the top card of your discard pile. You will make an excellent friend. Then we have Winds of Death. Play. Each player archives each creature from their discard pile. Destroy each creature. Death is only the beginning. Obviously, a super strong card. It is a little bit anti-synergistic with Memorialize the Fallen, but so good. We have Harvest Skimmer. After Reap, discard the top card of your deck. If it is a creature, gain 1 Ember. We have another Be Our Geist. We have a Boo. Play. Discard the top 10 cards of a player's deck. Aye. It goes really good with Winds of Death. We have a Hollowed Eve Festival. Play. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. For each Geistoid card discarded this way, a friendly creature captures 1 Ember. Oh man, we have another Winds of Death. We have another Hollowed Eve Festival with a draw pip. We have another Mamet. Interesting. We have a Haunted House, and the last one must be that Veil of Ectoplasm from before. Yes, it is. All right. Haunted House. At the start of your turn, if you are not haunted, discard the top card of your deck. Omni. If you are haunted, gain 1 Ember. And then Veil of Ectoplasm. For each Geistoid card in your discard pile, a friendly creature captures 1 Ember. All right, we can get haunted really quick with 2 Holiday Festivals or the Boo. Then we can Winds of Death, archive all of our stuff. Gain Ember with Haunted House. Play. I guess after the Boos, we can also play a creature with Be Our Geist if we don't want it. Yeah, another way. If we discard our Winds of Death. All right. Finally, we have Untamed. Shuffling up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I can share my Google Drive. JT Russell shared the package of creature, all card images. Now, what I did is when I put it on my Google Drive, I broke it up by alphabetically for each card because it was just pretty hard for it to load everything. So I broke it up just alphabetically. So I can also share that Google Drive as well. There are 3 cards missing, which I told JT about. So maybe I'll wait until I get those. But all right, Untamed, and we start with Kangafant. Each creature gains after Reap. Destroy this creature. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I really hope I have a Witch Queen to go with that. Next up is a Grave Pixie. Destroyed if you are haunted. Archive Grave Pixie. Even in defeat, the Grave Pixie can mend its wings and rise again. Chelonia. We have an Emberfly, Elusive Skirmish. After fight, capture 1 Ember. After Reap, move 1 Ember from Emberfly to your pool. We have a Way of the Porcupine. This creature gains Hazardous 3. How do you put it on? Very carefully. We have a Witch of the Spore, Poison, Scrap, deal 3 damage to an enemy creature. We have a Low Dawn. Play if there are 3 or more untamed creatures in your discard pile, gain 2 Ember. Shuffle each untamed creature from your discard pile into your deck. We have a Flumph. Skirmish. After fight, give a beast creature 2/+1 power counters. We have another Flumph. We have a Forgotten Guardian. Play. Purge a card from a discard pile. Scrap. Shuffle a purge card into its owner's deck. We have a Lost in the Wild. Shuffle each flank creature into its owner's deck. If you are haunted, repeat the preceding effect. We have another Way of the Porcupine. And last card, Invigorating Shower with a discard pile. Play, choose a house, shuffle each card of that house from your discard pile into your deck. Okay, this Untamed is super unexciting. It's got 5 Ember Pips. Let's see. Brobnar had 7 Ember Pips. All right, 17 Ember Pips overall. Yeah, I don't think this one will be super good. Like, the Geistoid has some tricks in it, but even if you archive, like, all your Untamed and Brobnar, they're just not that good. Yeah. So, there you have it. That is Cavalier, Petronia, Samgaspian. All right, and that's your stream. As I said before, I should have an NKFL match tomorrow and a Keyforge Team League match Sunday. Tomorrow versus Ashitaka and Sunday versus Not Tonight. So, looking forward to those. And with that, that's your stream. Thanks everybody for watching. I might pull up some music. And as always, forge responsibly. Thanks everybody. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good week.